Welcome my friends back to Marvel Snap, marking the end of the busiest day the channel has ever had for Snap. The featured location is the Altar of Death. What will you sacrifice? Unlimited destructions, effectively unlimited energy. This is an insane meta warping location, and we've got 3 lists for you that are all going to be able to dominate this location. We've got timestamps down below to mark the breakdowns and then the gameplay for the different lists, and if you don't have the cards for all of them or the interest in playing them, I still recommend watching through to be able to see what the opponents are going to be bringing against you. Like I said, this is going to be a very meta warping location, so it's going to pay to be on your toes and understand what the competition is going to look like. Now let's break into our first list that we're calling so eloquently the Altar of Death Scum list. I mean, the premium card here is Deadpool, of course. 1/1, when this card is destroyed, return it to your hand with double the power. And if he is sacrificed on the altar, he's going to come back to hand doubled, but also generate more than enough energy to be able to play himself on the next turn. It makes Deadpool incredibly powerful here, and this whole shell of the Death Wave, the Deathpool list, has already been proven to be very potent. We have so many destructions that we're almost guaranteed to be generating with the Altar of Death that have actually cut Wave in favor of the Moon Girl to be able to give us more of a high roll and get double Deadpools bouncing back and forth, double death. With the extra energy, She-Hulk should be very affordable as well, even without the Wave energy cheat. If you bring in Wave, you're going to be more competitive in your matches that don't have the altar, but this one is just leaning in to be able to scumbag the altar games and keep up with the opponent. So we have all of our cards that generate destructions. We also have Sunspot here with all the extra energy. I feel like he is still going to become a viable scaler, and we're bringing in the armor, also a tech card that is not usually on the list. If we don't have our key destruction pieces, we can use armor to be able to lock down the altar and prevent our opponent from gaining the benefit that their list is probably teched to be able to generate, or we can just use the altar to be able to protect the Sunspot from the Killmonger. The last important notes here are that Bucky Barnes is going to be able to get the Winter Soldier to stick to the altar itself, and the Zola is going to give us, hopefully, a card to finally stick at the altar as well, as long as we can set that situation up. We can also hold the armor till the end game to be able to then drop it on the final turn with a cluster of cards to try and win the altar. Jumping in here, I hope we get to see the altar nice and early. Let's go ahead, deploy the Sunspot, get him down early. Now we're gonna have to look for protection from the Killmonger, but that can be arranged. Gamma Lab. There's the armor. Ooh. Well, I guess I tempo Carnage into the Gamma Lab, looking at later using the armor to be able to protect the Sunspot. We could also just armor right now. There is the Altar of Death. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and protect the Sunspot, anticipating a future benefit to the Sunspot through the Altar of Death's excess energy. Okay, Wave, thank you. Gonna have a nice, cheap She-Hulk. Cut down to 3. The core of this list is very proven as being a solid list, and here with the Altar of Death, we're gonna see how much we supercharge ourselves. I think I still just Deadpool here. Deadpool and wait. Deadpool comes back. Generates the energy. There goes the Electro. Spoilers for later on in the video, the ramp list does very well at Altar of Death as well. Here we go. So it is Hood will generate the demon. Deadpool will get big. They both come back to hand, but they come back to this side of the hand. We could Killmonger just to get him out of the hand, and then next turn we're looking to Moon Girl to be able to duplicate these series of hyper efficient, powerful cards. We're going to get a copy on the demon, a copy on the Deadpool, who's going to be scaling up to about the size of, he's going to get bigger than the demon. We get one more turn to be able to kill him. There we go. Sunspot survives. Doc Ock. The opponent is having none of my shenanigans. None whatsoever. Moon Girl copies. Double the She-Hulk. And there's the demon. Alright. Didn't go great for us, I'll be honest. But does the opponent have a way to be able to actually stick to Altar of Death? I hope not. I hope not. 10 energy. Do you have a plan, my friend? You've got the extra energy as well from the Electro. Not because you've been playing to Altar of Death. You rushed into Dr. Octopus to be able to break my chain of card play. Hey. So Professor X and Armor can both lock the location down here. Opponent leaning into the Professor X. They will regret that. I'm not gonna snap, it would scare them off. That scared them off anyway. Let's go. Oh man. She's looking fine side by side with herself. And She-Hulk is coming down in series. Going to be series 3. Incredibly accessible. Guys, pick yourself up a She-Hulk. What do you guys think? Is this location going to be one of those that people just get sick and tired of, like, immediately? Because it's so, how to put it? It's so tilted towards, it's tilting the meta towards Deathwave. And people are seeing Deathwave. There we go. Point. One of the best things about the update is that you no longer have to scroll, at least on PC, to be able to get to your emotes. Oh. Then Wakanda just screws us both over, just like that. Alright, I'm going to... I think I just protect the demon here to the Dark Dimension, and we wait. Forge. They're also playing a Deadpool list, guys. It's the same list. Sanctum Sanctorum. I don't like that. What do we do? I think I tempo Killmonger. I'm not going to be able to use Deadpool in this situation. I can, if we find the Zola, get a presence in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Maybe that surprises them. Maybe She-Hulk is energy efficient enough to be able to do well. We got the Forge buff on the demon. Certainly not what they wanted to see. I mean, this location setup isn't what neither of us wanted to see this. I just Sunspot. I can, hold on, we're gonna have to do the quick maths. I can Sunspot now and let it pass and then churn up. I could also Moon Girl, which would give me a copy of the She-Hulk. Full pass on, hang on. On turn 5, I can then play the Sunspot. This is better, this is better. Whatever I draw is not gonna be more, well, it's gonna keep me out of being able to draw the Zola. That's the kicker, right? Is I lose out on Mr. Zola. I'm anticipating that the opponent doesn't have a way to get to the Sanctum Sanctorum anyway, and then it's just going to be margin of victory, which, you know, double She-Hulk should carry looking away. They're just stacking up the Dark Dimension. I don't like that. What are your secrets? Secret man. She-Hulk. She-Hulk. And then... it doesn't matter. Because it's coming down to margin of victory, it actually doesn't matter. I Deadpool it. This is the Deadpool. You've got a cooler out on yours. I'm a little jelly. Hopefully they don't have control, because we did take initiative there. Nova. Killmonger. Oh, my demon! 6 points down the drain. They get the buff to their entire side of the board. But can you top this 20 points double She-Hulk block? We've been able to set up 2 games in a row. Arrow on the Taskmaster for the +7. We win on the Arrow nerf? Victory. I cover all the balance changes in a video that I put out earlier this afternoon. Arrow nerf coming through right away. Immediately we are rewarded. Oh, this list is absolutely incredible, especially when Altar appears as the featured location. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It can get stopped short with the armor. Cosmo is also going to do a number on this list. It's a combo list, looking for those on-reveal abilities to be able to get the destructions going. And like I said, if you want to be able to make it more consistent on the games where you do not get the Altar of Death, substitute Wave for Moon Girl. If you want to really lean into the Altar of Death matches like we did, run the Moon Girl. She's the high roll. I have really favored her in this list in a number of different situations, even though I was running some crazy Deadpool lists with like Forge and Sabretooth. There's some very fun things you can play around with their ultra discounted cards and then Moon Girl doubling them. Moving right along into our second list, and this one we're flexing that I got the baby Thanos. Yeah. So I was already running Death in my Thanos list that was predominantly a bounce Thanos, but then I also saw on ladder that people were having great success using Devil Dinosaur and using some of the hand-sized tricks with the extra card draw that Thanos generates. We love being able to send the stones to the altar to give us the card draw, but then also get destroyed so that we have open board space to get everything else to the board. We still have the She-Hulk, the Death. We're using the Okoye. She's the unsung hero here with all the extra card draw that the Thanos list has. Then her buff goes much farther. The Angela is really the big scaling piece here alongside the Bishop, and then of course the Sunspot with the unique situation of the location and the Devil Dinosaur. We have a plethora of win conditions. We should be able to find at least 2 of these, which is all you need in a game of Snap to be able to take home the win. I mean, heck, honestly, Deadpool is so much of an outlier with the current hot location that you could tech him into this list and see it do very well, I'm sure. Opponent has the Sunspot, I like it. Trying to play them out to get them Camartage could be very good for us. Trying to play it out to stick to a hidden location where they're expecting the altar to appear. Do we really need to hide the stone? Let's play the stone. I know we have the Killmonger. We might just end up sweeping it away. They've got the armor. They don't want any altar shenanigans if that is the third location. It's the icebox. Okay. We're gonna have to, we're left to our own devices here. Reality Stone would start giving us card draw. I feel like that's what we need. We're passing on 2 energy. This means that we could just play She-Hulk blank on the next turn. Right? No, wrong. I'm a fool. What? Icebox hit you. It's unfair. Right? Yeah. Okay, that's actually very disappointing. Let's Okoye Space Stone. See where we can take. Oh, why didn't I Okoye to Camartage? Could have gotten the double buff. Beast, though. Do I want to be able to play any of these over again? Mayhaps. I also just want to Killmonger, though. I don't think we use the Space Stone. And do I care about killing... I guess I do care about killing the Time Stone, because that will give me death in a playable situation. And here the Time Stone is able to pick up on the Camartage double activation. They've got the Leech. Never mind. All of our plans out the window. Leeching twice for good measure. Time Stone plays. Hold on, how many stones have we gotten to the board? If we can top deck, what color am I missing? That's it. But I don't. Wait. Oh. How in the world? The Time Stone double buff into the baby Thanos on the Super Space Throne? The opponent leached. He has no idea. He has no idea. Oh, we're gonna lose. No. We lost on the double Dr. Doom activation. Wow. That was the only card that was going to be able to save them too. You know what? Props to the opponent on that one. I don't know, guys. I think I might actually take a I might take a 2-power Galactus over the current version of Thanos in a competitive setting, but Thanos is so much fun. Play the Angela. And Thanos fits in so many different decks. Now, Galactus has plenty of different variations as well. Let's go with the Okoye. We'll develop her prior to getting the extra draw out of the 2 stones here. We have the Carnage to be able to clear some of them away. If we keep the Soul Stone, I would prefer that. There's the Altar of Death. It's perfect. Okay. Space Stone, Time Stone. Both of these totally fine with getting destroyed. Though, the Space Stone... Hold on. Let's go just... Is it just the time stone? What I'm thinking about is the space stone allows us to move a card, which could get into the Altar of Death, and then stick, which would be Okoye. We don't have a lot of good sticking power outside of the armor here. So maybe it's space stone over here, even though we give up on the 2 energy. It's just so much extra energy, but then we have to draw the armor to be able to contest at the altar. Well, here we go. They've got the wave. Fantastic. How much extra are we gonna have? Alright, good. They don't kill the altar. Means that we can keep on messing around with it. The 1-cost death. And then the 3-cost She-Hulk. Let's go. Bamf you over. I mean, yeah, I'll play you. Hang on. Is there merit here, or do I play like Mind Stone and get the card draw and then the destruction? I feel like you have to take the wave as a benefit to us right now. And then on 5, we can play Mind Stone and set up a big turn 6. Yeah, let's do that. Either line. I'm still feeling my way out around the Altar of Death. Don't be leader. Just don't be leader. Alright. Galactus is in. I was just complaining about you, my friend. We didn't bank up any extra energy. No. Okay, well, it's Devil Dino. Right? Has to be. That way, even if they Spider-Man... Okay, show me. How big is your null? How big is he? Oh, it's just a Spider-Man here. Is there a chance? I'm very glad that we did play the She-Hulk now, in hindsight. Though I do wish that we had been able to generate just a little bit of extra energy so I could have got the Sunspot to the board. Do you have null? The Galactus players are like the only people who you use retreat later. Because they just want to bluff it. They win so many times when Galactus comes to the board. Null is obviously big enough to win. Sure. Show me. Oh, you didn't have it. We made the right call. Oh, it feels good. Galactus, your little nerfed body is not good enough anymore. We're not going to dwell on this list very much. Thanos is very fun. He's not at the top of the meta. He's very niche. Not a lot of people have purchased him. If you guys want a super fun list, I think that Thanos really is that. And he's not so far behind the meta that you suffer while playing him. You can climb with him if you become the Thanos specialist. I've enjoyed him quite a lot. Let's go into our final list, Ramp Death. Guys, we did not come to play nice. We came to take everyone else's cubes. That's right. We are going to try and leverage Altar of Death to be able to play Leader on turn 4, and then play Absorbing Man on turn 5, and then play Odin on turn 6. That's right. We are going to develop all of these cards in addition to everything that the opponent plays on the final half of the game. And the beautiful thing is that Absorbing Man does not have to go to the same location as Leader, so we can space things out so that we can still receive all the cards that they are playing. That could also allow us to actually get cards to stick to the Altar of Death because we are placing, what is the text? We are copying them, not playing them, meaning that the altar will not destroy them. As a fallback, we have the Deadpool scaling up. We have the Electro that can get destroyed and still allow us to ramp into a very solid end game. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not sure what Quinjet was doing up on the list. We're obviously trading him out for the Venom so that we at least have a chance to be able to activate some of our destruction synergies if the altar doesn't appear. Maybe even gobble up the Electro if the altar doesn't appear, especially if we've set up something else at the Electro location. I don't know. It's probably not the best line of play, but this one, the ramp is already a proven archetype with the leader finisher, and now with the altar, we're just teching this to really lean into it and try and keep up with those other destruction decks that are going to be running crazy right now. So the leech is huge tech for us, and then the leader being able to pick up their enormous combos and turn them into our power. If you guys have enjoyed the location guide and then the different deck breakdowns, show some love to the video. It helps support us a ton, promoting the video out to the rest of the community, trying to build as much as we can here at that channel. And if you guys are excited about the advent of friendly matches, it's been promised to be arriving on January 31st. Join the Discord server that we have linked down below in the description. That way you'll be able to find matches, because you're not going to get a friends list. You just have to paste a code to somebody through a third-party messaging application. Well, our Discord server is a place where you can find awesome people of all different collection levels, skill levels, looking for matches. And I'd love to play you guys as well, if it comes to that. Let's Deadpool, double again, and then Deadpool to Shuri's Lab, and then Venom. And this is just what the rest of the game is going to be. No! Hey, it's such a good combo. Okay, now we have to think about things other than just playing Deadpool forever. As fun as that is, never mind. We'll just keep playing Deadpool forever. Max, I get a little bit more card draw. The Deadpool doesn't come back? No, he does. What happens when it's a full hand? Is he fully destroyed? I have never had that happen. Let me know in the comments. How have I never had that happen? I feel like, as somebody making guides, that's like just like a bare minimum for me to understand. Hold on. The Absorbing Man will be able to copy the Venom here, but I don't think it's good. No, I don't think it's good. I can destroy the Deadpool and then, like, I don't know, destroy the Nova. The Venom is gonna move somewhere. I could also just play Deadpool to get shuffled. Hold on. I'm wondering, like, do I get the Dr. Doom or the leader finisher? How important is Leech to be able to blank out the opposing cards? They're probably running Sera Surfer here. In which case, I guess it's the Leech. Leech always wins these, because then the Surfer is just a brick. Here comes the Sera. Cosmo. Well, obviously now the Leech was terrible. They all move right. Oh, why are you doing me like this? I'm down by 3. Yuck. Oh, Electro, here you are. Thank you. Thank you for appearing. Now at the end of all usefulness. So it's like this. Right? And then I just pass. Extra power on the Sunspot. I don't know. As soon as they drop Surfer, they still win, right? But what if I just Dr. Doom? Dr. Doom is pretty good, right? He gets the win at Death's Domain. What do they play right here? If it's Brood Surfer, I think we're screwed either way. But I feel like in more situations, this is the play. They also have Initiative, in which case the leader would be good. I don't think it's good enough. They Brood on Death's Domain. That's right. And now they Surfer. They Killmonger. Hang on. Ha! Let's go.
Victory.
We made the right call. After stumbling around every single opportunity, we made the right call at the end. Alright, GG's. I think I've had Death's Domain flip up as often as the Altar of Death at this point. We'll just establish the Nova. Only the Venom can kill it, though. Anyway, should have played the Murder World. Tempo Armor onto the Murder World. The case where the Nova nerf actually hurts us. Oh, yes. We caught him. This is why we bring the armor. We know we're just fighting a ton of Deadpools. So I want Bucky next to the Nova on the offhand chance we draw Venom, but that's the only chance. Because we've been denied the location, We're not feeling great here. The opponent is not either with the loss of their Deadpool, but he wouldn't have even died. There it is. Incredible. At least we break the... I mean, we want to play it now. The Nova is not huge. But the Nova's pretty good because it buffs the Bucky, which is then immediately eaten by the Venom. Providing some additional benefit there. There's the Nova. Hulkbuster. Oh, I was going to say, please go on to the Nova. It's always amazing when that happens. And then I leech. Yes. And then I leader. The same old song and dance. Existed for millennia. Gonna Venom. It does mean if you have Taskmaster, he's a lot better than mine. It's such a good Venom. Come on, look at this. Oh my gosh. Venom has some of the best variant art. Full stop. Yeah, we got him. It was the armor against the Deadpool was a flip of chance, and then the Venom actually appearing for us was fantastic. Opening hand of all of our destruction synergies. Eternity range. I always hear it in my mind with Echo. Do I want to play... There's the altar, perfect. Oh yes, the Deadpool. So, in this case, it's better to Deadpool now. He's going to generate the extra energy. I've got my bodies going a million miles an hour to figure out how we optimize this because we have the Venom and the Deadpool, and this is exactly what we wanted. We could snap now, but I'd be worried that my opponent would just leave. And now we're faced with the conundrum of how do you manage Shuri's lab to the optimum? The Shuri, we have to play a medium-sized Deadpool to the lab and then Venom it immediately because the Deadpool will double in the lab and then the Venom will eat it, maintain the body strength, double himself again, and just get enormous returns. I'm expecting the opponent has some kind of counterplay. Otherwise, they might have already retreated. This is a snap. Oh, okay. They're a bot? They don't understand. We might as well take a couple extra cubes then. Turn 4, and we have a billion money. So much money. Yeah, I'll just leech them because we can. We don't have other things to spend our cash on. We could have played the armor as well, I suppose. I don't know, did I have a pie dream that I was actually going to destroy the Nova? Maybe. Maybe I was thinking that I had a Carnage or a Killmonger coming later. We don't. We do not have those things. Psycho play, guys. And I just realized that this is possible. You can Odin, if we play Venom to Shuri's lab, you can Odin that Venom, who will then eat the Odin and then get doubled by the lab again because it's considered an additional card play. Professor X. Yeah, we kind of got them at every turn here, I think. Okay. It's so good. Oh, this list is disgusting. It has to be the most heavily location text scumbag list that I've run since Lamentis was warping the meta back in the last season. Oh, but it is so much fun too. Let me know down in the comments how the lists serve you and your thoughts on the new featured location. I have a sneaking suspicion that people are going to get very tired of it because of how much it warps the meta. Come on. As we've seen today, there's different lists you can run. You can play anything you want as long as it includes Deadpool. I hope these lists help you gain a ton of cubes on your climb. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.